Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye up, bye up. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, what are you doing? Hit it right now. Make sure you also hype this video, man. Join the membership. Do everything we can to help this channel progress, right? Hit that notification bell, though, so that way you're directed in all the directions of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. So, guess what? We got more news on fat ass. Up, earmuff it for the people that think I'm fat shaming, right? Rebecca Haro, aka Rebecca Haro, aka Bad Mother of the Year Award, right? Recipient. Rebecca Haro's a liar. Well, we already know that, right? But when do the lies stop? When does the frantic mother come out for the missing child that is out there? When does the truth teller come out and say, hey, enough is enough? My baby's in the trash, or my baby is burned, or my baby got ate by, like, when are we going to get that? When are we going to get the truth? We probably will never get the truth, because at the end of the day, this fat motherfucker, right, just keeps compiling lies. She got lies giving lies piggyback rides. She got lies playing Marco Polo. She is really a trip. And the lies don't stop, right? So, got in contact with someone who was actually in the county jail with Rebecca, who just got out. And I asked a lot of questions. I wanted to know the get down, what's going on in there. How was Rebecca faring? I heard she got assaulted, beat up in the pill line. Was that truth? Of course, they told me that was true. That absolutely happened. She was there for about, I'd say, less than a week before that happened, before they figured out exactly what she was in for, right? Now, I understand when people are baby shakers, baby killers, they got weird charges. A lot of people think that they could float by and escape and get away with lying, right? Now, I don't know about you, but the average mother, the mother that loves her child, that takes her child's baths, that feeds her children, that changes their diapers, that is bonded with their child, right, would be going nuts, crazy, banging their head on the wall if they're locked up, first of all, for something they didn't have anything to do with, and second of all, their child is still missing. But we all know Rebecca knows more than she's leading on. We all know she knows exactly what happened. We all know at this point in time, she's just as guilty as that motherfucker Jakey, the Netflix snakey, right? We already know. But they didn't know, locked up. So when she got incarcerated, when she got put into the county jail, immediately, I don't know about you, but every time I got to county jail, everybody's at their doors. They want to see who's coming in. They want to see if they recognize them. They want to see what they look like. They want to see what possessions they got. Like, prison and jail, and let me explain to you, is just full of a bunch of vultures, a bunch of people just trying to come up off the next man. That's just how it is. It's the nature of the beast, right? So as soon as they say, hey, pop, cell door, whatever, everyone's looking on the tier to see who it is, who's coming out, who's going to visiting. Like, especially if you're like, when I was a Northaniel part of that faction, we had off-tier reports. So we wanted to know everyone's movements for safety and security reasons, right? You just want to know everybody's business. You ain't got nothing else to do but look at fucking four walls. So you might as well be at that window looking at everything, everyone that's passing, the interactions, who's passing who, what, whatever. So when new people come in, like Rebecca came into that pod, I'm sure there was a lot of women at their doors, and they seen her. They see an average woman, 5'1", 160 pounds. That's exactly her measurements, right? Come in. Hey, no big deal. She probably comes in. Hola. Get your ass in the cell, you stupid bitch, right? So she gets put in a place in her cell with or without a cellie. I'm not too sure of. I didn't ask that question. I should have, right? But she gets placed in her cell. Well, immediately what happens in the county jail are people are going to come up and they're going to interact with you. Once them doors are popped for day room time or for a little yard activity time. Now, most time in the county jails, depending upon what city you're in, they have day room time, maybe an hour out of the day. Most county jails keep you locked down for the majority of the time. But there are some facilities, there are some county jails that'll let you out and you'll have more interaction with other inmates than you would think, right? I remember I've been in, I don't know, maybe 20 different county jails in my lifetime. And every single one of them, there was a lot of the same, but some differences, right? One county jail, I remember we used to go upstairs, man, and play basketball on the roof. I know they do that in Sacramento County Jail as well. I was there, went outside, played basketball on the roof. They had the same type of thing going on in Santa Clara County, which is in San Jose downtown. Then in Merced County, man, we actually have a real yard that you actually go out to, man. It's concrete walls all the way around and a fence up top, but it is a yard where you can get sunshine and you can go out there with basketball courts or whatever. And just different places have different facilities, different incentive. I'm not too sure how it is right there in Riverside County Jail where they're at, but I do know for sure you do get out of your cell at least for shower time or at least for some type of day room activity, a little movement. You know, it's kind of like a human rights thing. You got to come out of your cell, whether it's for showers or yard, for at least an hour every couple days. So when Rebecca first came out, she lied. You stupid bitch, right? Stop lying already. She lied and told everyone. They asked her, hey, what are you in here for? Because that's what happens. New people come in. They want to know, like, hey, what are you in for? Well, you know, it's just normal. This chick had the audacity to tell him she was in there for shoplifting. Oh, so how bad does it get? First of all, she's a baby killer. That, whether she did it or not, that's what she is, right? Second of all, she's a fucking skonka. That should be number one, right? That's even worse. She smells like skonkalizi, right? She's a skonks. She's a piruja. She's a tirada. She's everything you can be. She's a very bad mother and a bad human being and definitely a liar. But the lies don't stop. She told everybody she was in for shoplifting. It seems like Rebecca has an infatuation with stores. See, nowadays people got these women, they got infatuated, and even men, right? Feminine ass motherfuckers got infatuation with ordering package after package after package. Shein and Temu and whatever else they can get their hands on. These chicks be ordering packages every day. It's just a normal thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's the new shopping. Back in the days, it was go to the mall, try some shit on. Nowadays, they just got to get that fucking skirt off Shein. They got to do what they got to do, right? So they got packages and packages and packages coming. But it seems like Rebecca is not a package type person. You know what I'm saying? Rebecca is the type of person infatuated with stores. We got Big Five, you know, all of a sudden she's at Big Five buying a mouth guard. Whatever happened to that mouth guard? Did they ever get it? Did she just pull up and then start changing baby Manuel because he went poop, like she said? You know what I'm saying? Then Ola cracked her and then next thing you know, that was what it was. Or did she literally go into the store, buy the mouth guard, and then come out? Obviously, she didn't because she wasn't seen on camera, right? So her story's all mumbo jumbo. It's all fucked up. But we got Big Five in the mix. And then, of course, she goes into the county jail. And what does she tell these women? Oh, I'm in here for shoplifting. Now, I don't know if they have tablets in that county jail. I'm sure they do from what I hear. I don't know if the TV's on with local news or they're just watching fucking Jerry Springer or Maury. I am not the father. There's a whole bunch of bitches in there like, no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't, but he thought he was. I got that child support, right? So whatever, she was able to skate by for a few days on the story that she was just a thief. She was just a shoplifter. She was in for shoplifting. Now, I don't know about that county, John. I don't know about the women facilities. I'm sure they're lightweight, a little bit more emotional, and it's a little different. But I know in the men's facilities, you got to come with your PW, homie. You got to come with your paperwork. Now, I question the validity of where Jake Haro is at. According to what everyone's saying, he's in protective custody, and I'm sure he is. With a case like this, not even a case like this, but with the case that he had on Promise, admitting that he was, you know, a willful participant in abusing his 10-week-old daughter, I'm sure that right there warrants a fucking protective custody cell immediately, right? There are times when motherfuckers will slide by, but it's hard in a men's facility because the first thing they're going to do is, let me see that fucking paperwork, homie. Let's pull it out of your ass, Wes. Let me see it. Yeah. Chorro. Yeah, chorro? Tacos de tripa. Mm-hmm. And then they open it and then they see your charges. And if you're good in the hood, you're good in the hood. And if you're not, then you're not. And then you have to face the repercussions for your actions when you come out. Because yes, there will be sangre. There will be blood, right? So the men's facility is a little bit tougher. So I could see them placing Jake definitely immediately into that protective custody cell. And then it is what it is. He'll be there for the remainder, the duration. From there, he'll go to prison once convicted. If convicted, I think he'll take a deal. I think they'll both take a deal because they're cowards, right? They're cowards. They're abusive. They're stupid more than anything. And their dumbasses are going to go to prison. He'll be placed on an SNY yard. Whatever happens there, happens there. Okay, I can't guarantee you that he's going to get hands and feet put all over him. But one thing I can guarantee you is he's going to be in fear for the rest of his life that it would happen and it could happen any day. That's a fact. That's what Gabriel Fernandez's stepfather has to live with every day. And that in itself, even if these people are not beat up from the feet up, even if they're not choked out, even if they're not, their beard not ripped off, one thing I could say is they have to live with that fear every day. And I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of that. Because imagine the fear that these children were in every day when them voices were raised, when that mess smoke was blowing. You know what I'm saying? When people were in and out of the house, when Tia Sylvia was, take the fucking hot Cheetos out of your daughter's mouth and give her some fucking food, stupid. No, a top ramen is not food. So that's good. They're not in prison. Make some papas and chorizo. I know you like chorizo. Look, these type of people, this type of family, man, I know them like the back of my hand. I know them. The type of family where they just give their fucking kids a bag of Takis. Toma, here, and a fucking cracked cell phone. Keep yourself entertained. No taking them out to ride bikes. No taking them out to run. Run, Forrest, run. None of that. Just dirty individuals. Back to Rebecca, speaking about dirty individuals, right? So Rebecca gets into the county jail and she tells all these women that she's in on shoplifting. Well, obviously, that only lasted for so long. With all the stories out there on the local news in that area, with everybody on social media, it was only a matter of time before somebody in that county jail call, even if you don't have to have, this is how easy it is. Look, communication is key when you're in jail, in and out. Okay. It's hard to slither by. Everybody knows your business, especially a case like this that made national news. You got Nancy Grace going all weird, right? Fucking first she was defending them, then she's hating on them. Like, bitch, get your shit together, right? Nancy Grace. So now what you have, right, is someone could have easily picked up that phone, called their familia, and their family's like, hey, you hear about the case, that the baby Emmanuel case? No, what happened? Bam. Oh, I heard his mom. She's locked up right there with you. Serio, what does she look like? She's 5'1", hella ugly with a lumpy ass. Oh, shit, yeah, some chick just walked in that looked like her. Describe her a little bit more. She has a pig nose, and she uses a lot of filters on Instagram back in the day. Damn, that could almost be her. One other thing, you probably had an odd smell when she walked in. It smelled like fire and dirty pussy. Yep, that's her. She's here, right? And then they run them down, what she did or what she's accused of. And look, let me explain something to you. And it's unfortunate the way it is because I've seen people going with bad charges. I'm going to tell you a little story right now, right? But trip out on this. You're accused. You're not yet guilty, but we all know that old saying, guilty till proven innocent. It's not innocent till proven guilty. I don't care what they tell you. That's a lie, right? It's guilty till proven innocent. So if you're even charged with bad charges, usually they'll put you in protective custody or they'll segregate you from everybody because you got bad charges looming. Let me tell you about prisoners and jailers and everybody that's locked up. We don't give a fuck about the accusation. Motherfucker, you're guilty of sin if you come in on a weird case like that. Because I'm sorry, unfortunately, you got caught up on a weird case like that, you're going to get weird things happening to you. That's just how it is. Probably violence. And that's unfortunate because what if someone's innocent? And in fact, that leads me into my story. We'll leave the fat shoplifter right there. We'll leave Miss Stinky right there. Jake, he's over there fucking younging out with the celly. And let's get to it. And pobrecito baby Manuel, let's not forget, man, is still missing. They're not looking for him. He's out there. The mom's not frantic doing the Charlie Babbitt. She's doing none of that. What is she doing? Her fat ass is lying. Oh, I'm in here for shoplifting. I stole 2 bras and some spandex for my lumpy ass. Right? Get out of here. Let me tell you guys what's really going on. I was in the county jail one time, right? And I get it. And so the way it is in Merced County Jail, I'm on the block, right? It's old school county jail, all active Norteños. No one else is on that block. Every once in a while, maybe an Asian or someone will slither in there, right? And they get the opportunity to either not roll it up, but to either request to get off the tier or stay and function amongst the Northerners, right? I've seen it happen. No one's ever said, hey, I got to go. Everyone just functions and does their thing, and they're very well respected. They get put on the roster. They get Buenos Dias every morning. And they get treated just like everyone else according to their charges if they have good charges and then they didn't have no interaction with opposition. And they just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they're worthy of the cause, man. They could be right there and post up. I've seen dudes flip, and next thing you know, they come out, they're Northerners. That philosophy, man, gets ingrained in them, that education. Anyways, that don't mean shit. What means shit is there was a homeboy there, 8-man cell. I get into the cell. I know a lot of my homeboys from my neighborhood are there, so I'm already like, what's up, what's up, what's up? That don't mean shit though. Shoot your paperwork. Boom, and right. So I shoot my paperwork. Everything's good in the hood. I slide up in that cell, and there's an OG, not really OG at that. He's about 10 years older than me. So anyone older than me, you shoot respect, right? He's an OG. And I remember he has his glasses on. He's looking at legal paperwork. He's filling shit out. Now, I'm in an 8-man cell. I don't walk in and be like, hey, everyone, shoot me your paperwork. What are you in for? I'm already aware of the situation that they're already cleared. If they're cleared, they're cleared. That means they've been vetted. Everyone's already looked at the paperwork that needs to, proper channels, whatever. They're looking at my shit. Everyone's looking at me like, bitch, what are you in here for, right? And I'm like, ask Tommy. I was just with him the other day. He just got caught before I did. So bam, I get cleared a couple of days. It takes, right? The little process, northern process. I'm cleared. So now I'm functioning. Hey, I'm active in a bunch. I'm active in a bunch, right? I'm in the household. And the OG is more my style. There's youngsters in there that like to horseplay a little bit. I'm telling you, right? And I actually get put into a position called self-security just because homeboys from my neighborhood are the deepest at the time. So they are automatically slide me into position. I didn't even want this shit, but whatever. I'm only going to be there till I go to prison. So then I slide in the cell. I'm right there. And the OG is more my flavor, right? So the little youngsters doing their thing. I start chopping it up with them. Well, he's always working on his case, legal paperwork. He's sitting on the bunk mattress roller, doing his thing. And we get to chopping it up. And I don't never ask him what he was in there for. I figured, man, it was all good in the hood. Well, there was another homeboy there from Oakland. He was from Oakland, right? Another homeboy there from Oakland who was actually my channel on the streets. This is true story. Okay, I was functioning. I was running around with the regiment out there in Merced, and he was actually my channel, and he's in the county with us. He ended up getting whacked and removed in a prison, right? But at the time, he was the big homie. So what he said went fast too, right? So being that he was a personal friend of mine, I hollered down to him, what's up, bro? He's like, hey, look out for my OG homeboy. He's in there, bro. He's good people. I said, all right, cool. Shit, I ain't got no sopas, but he does. But shit, can he look out for me? So anyway, everything worked out. We'd go to the yard together. Everybody worked out, whatever. I get out. I don't get out. I go to prison, excuse me. And I get the Merced Sun Star, which is a newspaper. I get a subscription. The chick that I'm with at the time, she sends me a subscription. So I get that shit daily, the Merced Sun Star, right? And I remember I was in the oil and Susanville. I ended up going from Tracy to Susanville. I'm in the oil. And I'm reading the newspaper that I was getting, right? And this motherfucker's on the front page of the newspaper, man. And he loses his case. And his case was it had some child shit involved in it. You know? And I was like, what the fuck was this dude doing in the county jail functioning with us? Well, nobody knew but that motherfucker that was the channel, man. But because he was from Oakland, he showed him individual love. Like, the dude was like, no, I'm not guilty, bro. Some chick just saying this, I did this to her kid, whatever. Come to find out he was a dirty motherfucker in the game, right? So what I'm saying is sometimes people are able to slide by telling stories. I remember when I did ask him, like, hey, would you like to? Oh, man, I got into it with my old lady, whatever, man. She fucking, you know what I'm saying, called the cops, whatever, right? I was like, all right, cool. If you're good, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You didn't choke her, did you? Right? And that was that. Come to find out, it had nothing to do with his old lady. It had to do with his old lady's child, right? So he was able to slide by on us. And like I said, man, motherfuckers able to do it. So Rebecca getting there, lumpy ass, Mrs. Lumpy, Willie Lump Lump, you know what I'm saying? Or we'll call her Shilly Lump Lump. She gets there and she lies to all these chicks talking about she's in for stealing, shoplifting. Bitch, where's your kid? You dumb motherfucker. Where is your child? Stop lying to these strange people that you don't even know about what you're in for. We all know what you're in for. And they found out and they mollywopped her. She got boo-bopped right there in pill line. Bet you needed more fucking ibuprofen after that, huh? You know, it's just a situation. And this is the unfortunate part of everything. While she's going through her hardships, and now everyone knows, hola, what she's in there for. So I'm sure they got her segregated or she doesn't come out much, right? Jake is over there just chilling. Protective custody out the game, right? The most dirtiest player in the game. These two animals need to suffer, man. They need to tell us where baby Emmanuel is already and then go through their motions. When can human beings just get a little humanity? You know, man, if my kid was missing, man, I would be all over the place. I would be disheveled. My beard would be all worse than it looks right now. My hat would be like this. I'll be all fucked up. I'd probably be higher than a motherfucker too, because I'd do me a big old line of yayo, right? And be out there looking for everybody because I'd be pissed, man. I'd be pissed and I'd be fucking scared and I wouldn't be able to eat and sleep and probably even do that because I wouldn't be able to chop it up right. But I got homeboys that would. But I just would be bad for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would be going through everything. I'd be at that doorstep of that police station every day. Where's my baby? Where's my baby? Where's my baby? You know, I'd already probably been locked up for kicking doors down to the neighbors. Like, it's just that crazy. I can't understand how they're so heartless and cold that they don't even ask about their child. And that's this fucking fat fucking lumpy lump continues this narrative. Ah, man. Hola, sock me. Nah, bitch. That chick in the pill line did for being a fucking child murderer, weirdo. Anyways, my blood pressure is going up thinking about this. It's justice for baby Emmanuel, and it's justice for Promise, and we're going to keep it pushing, and I'm not going to stop right here on my channel. Do you want me to stop? Well, I'm not. I'm just going to keep it going. With that being said, man, this video right here is sponsored by Lolly, man, from Vario Liquors. Go tap in with the homeboy, man, if you're ever in the Turlock area, the Central Valley, the 209. And go tap in and tell them the gun sent you, man, and go get you some cold ones, man. Shout out to Vario Liquors sponsoring this channel right here, man. I appreciate you.